Hi, this is John. Welcome to another video. Adobe has just released Photoshop Elements 2026 and I'm excited to introduce you to two new AI tools. If you look at the bottom of the Tools panel, you can see there's a new section called Gen AI, and we have a tool for generating from text to image and from text to object. So I'll show you how we use both of these pretty quickly. They're based on Adobe's artificial intelligence engine, which is called Firefly. You may have seen it on the web. So this is based on Adobe Firefly, which is now natively integrated into Photoshop Elements. So I've started with the inspiration by clicking on the light bulb, and I recommend that you look at those different thumbnails. If you see something that you fancy, if you click on one, it would give you the wording for generating a similar image. So you can use it as is, or you can use it as a starting point to amend and edit to your own tastes. So I clicked on the light bulb for inspiration, and you can see the one highlighted, which is a tropical beach with pirate flag and treasure trove. And I amended it to my own taste, but for some reason Photoshop didn't like my edited text, so I completely changed the text again, and this is what I got when I tried to generate a photo. If I click off on the layer panel, it's not really a photorealistic, it's more of a illustration. So I added the words soft focus to my prompt, which was originally tropical island beach with palm tree, sunbed and sea wave soft focus, and I got much more photorealistic results this time, and you can see it has got the soft focus. If we just skip through all four, and there we have it. Let's just try a new term. Let's just put in wide angle and click generate again. And again, without the soft focus, we've got a much more, what I think is a photorealistic view of a beach. Let's just click through the various examples. Those are much better, and I think I like the third one best, so that's the one I will save. So as you can see, sometimes you need to amend your wording in the prompt box to and generate a few times to get something acceptable. So let's try another example. I should say that you can access these Gen AI tools also from the menu under Edit. And you can see we have insert object and generate image there. And if you're working in the quick mode, it's also available in the tools panel here. You can see these bottom two icons are the same as in the expert mode. Before starting with this tool, you need to have an open image, and the generated AI image will be layered on top, or I always think it's better to start with a blank document of the size that you want for your project, which is what I've done here. So let's go into the AI tool, and as you can see, I've already generated the images I want. You can see the prompt: a Japanese temple in the fall and beautiful trees in the background with autumnal foliage. And let's just click through the four that have been generated. They're all pretty good. I think I like that one the best. So let's generate again and see if we get any difference this time. Let's change from auto to photo and click generate. I'm just speeding up this for you so that you don't have to wait. And we have another four. This is the second one. Again, they're pretty similar, but just different backgrounds and statues in the foreground. I think I like that. That's got a Japanese lantern in the foreground, so I'm going to keep that one. You can go to the advanced mode if you're working in the quick mode to do further editing, but you have got the tools on the left, and if I click on the move tool or transform, I can click into the image and then just make it fit the size of the canvas by just stretching it out a little bit and then clicking on the hand tool to remove the bounding box after clicking on place. And there we have it. That's another example for you. I should say that I've not seen the error message that I got previously, and I've worked out that that's happened because there was a Windows update taking place in the background. So you do need to have a solid internet connection to use this AI facility. For this final example, I'm going to create a illustration or a fantasy image. So let's click on get the text box and see if I can paste something in. I've put down enchanted forest with glowing magical creatures. And let's click generate. And there's the results. Let's click through them and see what we have. So let's change from auto to art and see if that makes a difference. Clicking generate again, and I'll speed through the progress bar so as not to keep you waiting. And there we are. Again, it's not made a great deal of difference, but you get the idea. I think I like that third one, which has like a path through the forest or steps leading up to an entrance in the light behind. Again, let's click on the move tool and just stretch the image to fit the canvas, and I can save that. I think you get the idea with this. It's only limited by your own imagination and how you write the prompts. And I hope you like this. I think you have fun playing around with it like I have. The potential is enormous. Now let's move on to the second part of this Gen AI, which is the Insert Object tool. So I have this nice woodland photo which is backlit, and I'm going to demonstrate the Insert Object tool, which is this one here. Clicking on it opens up the, I think I have to just click once here to make this active for some reason. So if you click anywhere on the surrounding areas of the canvas, if you're not able to use the box immediately, that's the way to activate it. And I'm going to simply just make a selection. This Insert Object tool is using the Firefly fill engine. So I'm going to paint over these two saplings here and make kind of a shape larger and smaller, and then I'm going to type in the box a mother, helps if I spell correctly, a mother deer with fawn, and I'm going to just click generate, and there we have it. It's mother and baby in the forest. So let's click on the second generation and see whether the baby's lying down in that case. And the third one, that's quite cute, mom tending the baby. And the final one, both actually look quite large. It doesn't look so much like a baby, so I think I'm going to keep the first one there, as that's quite a nice composition, I think, with the small and the large. Again, we can generate again, so click once more, and here we are. Similar one, they're both sitting in the shade. And the second one, this is actually quite nice because he's actually, the deer capture a little bit of the backlight on their on the top of their backs. And the third one, again, it's a bit more in the shade. They tend to stay in the shade anyway. And the final one, again, that's much brighter. I think I like this second one here. I'll try generate for a third time and keep that second one. little bit of light on the head. I'm not sure that one looks so realistic actually. That's quite nice. Similar to the very first one. Again, that's quite nice. Yeah, that one's quite good. So I'll keep that one, and I think what I might do is I might go to the adjustment layer. So layer, new adjustment layer, brightness and contrast. Click OK. Just see if I can brighten the foreground a little bit so we can see them, and that just a little touch on the brightness I think improves it. It improves the backlighting a bit, and also let's give it a little bit of contrast, not too much, you don't want to overdo it. Yeah, I think that would do. So I will save that one. I'm going to flatten the image. Now it's got the adjustment layer, and I will save that one. So this next photo is of English parkland in the fall, and the grand house in the background I want to replace with a castle. So I'm going to just type the word castle into the box and paint where I want it to be, to paint over the house, and I'm going to type into the box a castle and click generate, and let's see what we get. It's done quite a good job, but the reflection in the lake is still showing the original building, and that's my mistake, which I did deliberately. So I'm going to undo that. Let's make another selection and try again, and I'm going to paint over the reflection in the lake and click generate once again and see if we get a better result, particularly with the reflection. And this time we have got a better castle and actually a more realistic reflection into the lake. You can see the two towers reflecting much better than they were before. So I think I'm happy with that, and I will save it. You can actually make the task easier by starting with an ordinary selection tool. So I've got the polygonal lasso tool selected here, and this iPad that the woman's holding, I'm going to just make an outline along the borders, just like I'm showing you on the screen now. It's not quite perfect, but I think you get the idea. You can be a little bit more careful, and let's complete the selection there. It should complete. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so let's move this out of the way. So there we have the selection. Now if I click on the generate object button, that selection gets automatically filled. I'm going to just put a ginger cat and click generate and see if it fills the iPad with what I want. And there's the first selection made. It does a pretty good job, I think. Let's have a look at the second one. That's another one. Oh, that's one quite cute, I think. And the final one. So I'm going to go back to the third one. That's the one that I like the most. That's the one I will save. And I hope you like that idea of just using an ordinary selection tool to make the generative fill. So this example is a European city. I think it's Prague, probably taken early in the morning because there's a little bit of fog in the background. And what I want to do is to actually make this portrait size into a panorama landscape. So I can use the new crop tool to do this, and what I can do is drag one of the side handles to make this into a panorama type of image. And if I hold down the Alt key, that's the Option key on Mac, and just drag one of the handles, it extends it equally on both sides. I'm going to click Done, and then I'm going to use the selection tool, the rectangular marquee, and I'm going to actually just drag out a selection across the image, and I'm going to include a little bit of the photo itself so that we don't get a sharp edge. It blends the scene quite nicely. And I'm now going to add to the selection and do the other side, Same principle again, including a little bit of the photo. And if I now click on the insert object, you can see it makes a selection of all those pieces. And I'm going to just type something into the box like European city at sunrise, and then click generate, and let's see what we get. Oh wow, we have some more statues, I think. That looks pretty good, and we have some shadowing also. Let's look at the second suggestion. That's slightly different. And the third suggestion, I quite like that. It's actually kind of illuminated some of the fog in the background and puts some more statues in and lampposts. And that's the fourth one. I think I'm going to stick with the second one, and I'll save that. But isn't that amazing? Just, you know, from the opening image, and if I open up the history panel by going to the window menu, history, I can see the start image, which is there, and we're now down to here. And that's just using this insert object brush. So let's look at this final example, and again I'm going to use the crop tool to extend the canvas. So I'm holding down the Alt key and dragging out, which gives me an equal margin on both sides, and I'm going to click done. I should mention this contextual taskbar. If you drag the dot, you can move it anywhere you want, and if you then click on the three dots, you can pin it into that position and it will stay there. That's one little trick that I thought I would mention. So clicking done, and now I'm going to go to insert object again, and I'm using a large brush this time rather than the rectangular marquee, and just painting over the white areas and including a little bit of the image. And I'm going to just type into the box landscape, and let's click on generate. So there we have the for example, and you can see that the mountains have been extended, and also some of the water in the bottom here. Let's look at number 2. It's pretty similar to the first one, just a slight variation. Again, a slight variation, number 3. And number 4 actually extends the water a lot more. I think I like that one better. It kind of looks like it's moving to the right. So I will save that one. Each image generation will use one generative credit. Photoshop Elements 2026 will come with 25 complimentary credits per month, with no subscription required for that level of credits. It is possible to upgrade, and credits are cumulative across all applications. So if you already subscribe, for example, to one of the Creative Cloud apps, you will already have more than 25 credits. If you were to subscribe to Adobe Express, you would have a total of 275 credits per month. The difference between Express and Firefly is purely for generative AI, for images and also for videos. Generating a video of any length will use more credits because there's more power involved. Adobe Express has less AI credits, but it comes with lots of premium templates for things like flyers, invitations. Generative credits get reset on the first of each month. Any unused credits are not rolled over, so you go back to the original level. You can purchase an annual plan for both Firefly and Adobe Express, and I think you get something like a 16% discount if you pay for a year in advance. The beauty of monthly subscription is that you can cancel at any time without any penalty. Generative credits are linked to your Adobe account. You can go to the help menu at any time and choose manage my account, and it will take you to your account. That's the one up here on the menu bar, and if you click that, it will take you to your account and it will show you how many generative credits you have remaining. I hope you found this video of interest, and I hope you'll have some fun testing out the generative AI in the latest version of Adobe Photoshop Elements. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye.